Hi everyone, it's Christy. Welcome to my YouTube page. I'm in my messy kitchen, but I just wanted to send this message out to everyone and discuss kindness and what that means for ourselves. So one of the things that I've been really trying for so many years is to try to get on a schedule with my YouTube videos. And the fact of the matter is, I'm a busy mom. I'm working from home. I have two very active boys that are in sports. I'm picking up from school. I'm doing the mom thing. And since I have primary care, I'm their primary caregiver, there's a lot involved with that. So being kind to myself is taking a look at the reality of my life and not being hard on, well, I can't seem to get this beautiful structure with my YouTube channel and post every Sunday night or post every Tuesday night. So you get what you get with me. So when I jump on, it's because I have a moment of time between the kids being with their dad or maybe they're at school. And also the other thing that I really am very dedicated is being in the present moment of where I'm at on my journey, and also allowing things to download into my energetic space as a message for everyone out there. And so what was coming up today was kindness. Now we are going through some big radical shifts in the universe. We've had an eclipse, we had a full moon last night that came up, which was really interesting because last night at around 11 o'clock in my bedroom, I heard an owl. And I was like, oh my gosh, I opened up the window and was just listening to this owl. And then what appeared to be the sound of a hawk. So the hawk would shriek and the owl would coo, and there were some neighbors kind of like trying to figure out where they were. So it was very mystical, very powerful messages that both of them were bringing for my own personal life. So this morning, I was, just taking a look at that. The messages for me that keep coming up or that came up yesterday were about, am I being told or am I being asked? Because all of my life I was told what to do, what to think, basically what to do. I was commanded most often, and I wasn't being asked what I wanted to do or what I was feeling, and so that came up in my radar. And today it was very much about kindness. Now we think about kindness as the world goes into this big shift, and my perspective, which I can talk about this at another time, is why is this happening in America? Why, things are happening all over the world, but the focus is on America right now because there's so many things politically, demographically, environmentally. There's a lot exploding into this field, and we can talk about that another time. But we are feeling it here. And so there's a lot of compassion and empathy as people are moving into a place of action for what's happened in Houston. Now we have Irma building up steam, and I'm just praying for the best for those in the Caribbean and possibly Florida and even more. We just don't know. And so as these things are coming up, we're stirring up a lot of housed and blocked and safe emotions that are coming up, things in our own lives. And so kindness, we tend to think kindness of like, be kind to your neighbor, right? Be kind to children, be kind to animals. But what about kindness within ourselves? And this is a place that we must look at. We must look at how kind we are with ourselves. And my invitation for everyone is to take an inventory of how kind are you to yourself, within yourself, because everything starts within. We can be kind to everyone else, but then be total jerks with ourselves. And that does not move us on the path of spiritual growth, because ultimately, if we want to get to this ecstatic love that we talk about, that seems like this mystical place out in the ethers that is very much attainable, we can't attain it unless we are kind to ourselves. And of course, this is where, like, my Hot and Holistic course teaches women how to be kind to themselves, to their bodies, to their beauty rituals, to who they are, not based on comparison or forcing them to eat a certain way because it's the next new phase. And so by tuning in, they are being kinder to themselves instead of forcing themselves to eat foods or have a protocol or a system that their body and their spirit and their mind and their soul is rejecting. So how much kinder can we be to ourselves? How can we start on that road of kindness? Is to be aware where you're not kind. What is the chatter going on in your mind as you go throughout your day? Ugh, I look so fat in that. I feel so heavy. Oh my gosh, I look terrible. Why can't I ever get ahead in my job? Why do I keep having loser boyfriends? Why am I on my third relationship? What is happening with my face? I'm aging faster than I want to. I don't look like Cindy Crawford, and I don't, and those kinds of things need to be taken a look at. And how can we say, I love you? How can we say, you're beautiful where you are? We are all on this spiritual journey. Just some accelerate faster than others. And I firmly believe that each one of us is here with a certain mission and a certain task to accomplish. And some, it may just be the fact of staying alive. And for others, it's an acceleration of getting to that divinity and that love. And so we need to have, in order to be kind to other people along their journey, we need to be kind with ourselves. I highly promote being kind to your body by feeding it properly and stopping with foods that assault your system. Anything that is not easily absorbed and digested, things that don't give you energy and make you feel lighter and happier, really, like just cleaner, right? And so this doesn't mean that you have to go on some type of vegan diet unless that's your thing, or raw food diet. Just take a look at how that's feeling for you. Maybe I've got a sweet potato and an artichoke on that pot right there that I will dip into some coconut. I'll put some butter on my yam and a little bit of cinnamon, and it tastes good. And I've actually been eating that for about 5 days for either lunch or dinner. And I'll have a soup, and I'll do avocados with sauerkraut. Those things feel good. And I'm also very busy right now, so I need highly dense, nutritious foods that fill me and that give me nutrients. Because if I went out every day and got a Big Mac and some fries and a shake, I would just feel awful. So that to me is not being kind to my body. Are you drinking? Are you smoking? Are you doing drugs? Like, how kind is that to your body? This is your vessel that is housing that beautiful soul and heart. How much kinder can you be? And this is, the path of living holistically and more pure and cleaner really is a kind way to treat your body, because the chemicals are absorbed within 26 seconds of being on your body, and over 62% of those chemicals are being absorbed into your organs. Not very kind. And then the bigger impact is, how are these products and ingredients and foods ethically sourced? Are they being manipulated? It goes on and on and on. So how kind are you to your body with the choices that you make that are actually kind for the planet? So it's a full circle of how we take a look at that. But let's be kind with our inner voice. Let's be kind with what we see in the mirror and accepting her or him. Let's be kind in how we take care of our bodies and how we take care of our energy. If you're leaking it all over the place, that's not being very kind. It's wiping you out. So taking a reflection and an inventory of where you're not being kind and how you can infuse kindness into your day is vital. And so take a look at that and message me, comment down below. Don't forget to follow my YouTube page. I'm also on Facebook. And my website is christyfunk.com. If you want more information on Hot and Holistic, just go ahead and go to my website, click on Hot and Holistic, and you can learn how to be more kind to your body and to your beauty ritual and your self-care and your nutrients and all of that, and so much more. So the gentle path is really the path that we're paving going forward. We've had enough of the comparisons, the perfectionism, the strict guidelines to be healthy a certain way, to have, oh my gosh, I just noticed that there's a butcher block with all those knives right by my head. Let's move that. So I'm going to be kind and move my head in front of the knives because we don't need to look at that. So anyways, that's what came up for me today. And as things come up, which they come up every day, I just don't have time to hop on here all the time because of the kids and my busy schedule. But I think that this is a beautiful place to start, is how kind can you be with yourself? We talk about self-love and self-care, but are we really being kind? And the spiritual path is not always one about being kind. It's about doing these things, but then we're just kind of a jerk in the world. And we can talk more about that later. But anyways, many blessings to you on your journey. I hope you find this useful and helpful on your journey, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.